Good Monday evening, everyone, and welcome to the call, Why Join Us? Tonight, we have Ashley Rowland, Fred Duff, Jerry and Allison Windham, and a very special guest, the Brent Palmer, with us here tonight. So sit back, grab your notebook to take some notes, and learn exactly why you should join us here at partner.co.
Well, folks, this is Fred Duff in North Carolina tonight. Just got back from Scotland and Ireland and had a great time. But what I'm excited about more than anything else, tonight's presentation. But in order to get that to the great Coach Brent Palmer on, let's get started with our hostess with the mostest, and that would be Ashley Rowland out of Florida. And let me just say this about Ashley and Todd, the family, husband and wife team that are leading the nation, leading the country in this industry, and they're just doing an amazing job. They love helping people. They love having fun, most of all, with people. And more importantly, they love changing lives. And tonight, they're going to discuss and explain to y'all what we call the perfect storm. If you're in a perfect storm in the weather, you don't want to be there. It's not good. But in business, something happens and once in a very select time in history when it's called the perfect storm in business. And Ashley Rowland is going to walk us through tonight and bring on the great Coach Brent Palmer. So Ashley, to you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Fred. And thank you. I'm so excited you're back with us. We definitely have missed you. So welcome everyone here tonight. We are so excited. We have a special guest with us tonight, Brent Palmer. You know, our backgrounds in the past have actually kind of been crossed in the past, and we have really similar backgrounds. He kind of went on to be a high school principal. My husband Todd stayed as a football coach. So we kind of know where each other are coming from, especially now we're coming into this business side of things. So it's kind of fun to lock arms with like-minded people and really go out and change your family's life. So, you know, welcome again, all of our guests here tonight. What we're about to show you, you're just about to see a way that can change your life to whatever degree you choose for it to be changed to, from a health standpoint and or a financial one. You know, we saw it going right through life just like you are. I had my dream job of being a stay-at-home mom. That's all I ever wanted to do. And my husband, Todd, had his dream job of being a high school football coach. Although we both had our dream job at 30-something years old, we woke up and we didn't necessarily have our dream life. When you wake up and you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, nobody grows up to do that. You don't plan on doing that, right? It just kind of life happens. And that's what happened to us. So we got shown what you're about to see. We weren't skeptical. We didn't have time for it. We're very busy. At the time, we had 3 kids, and he coached in an 8A program. And literally, if you didn't win, you literally did not have a job next year. Friday Night Lights was my life before Friday Night Lights movie or TV show even existed out there. So, but we did get started on a very part-time basis, but over time, it walked us right into a full-time income. We never in a million years ever dreamed we'd be doing something like this full-time. But in a million years, we'd never dreamed that we've been able to have a life that we've been able to have. We've been able to live life on our terms from a health standpoint and to a financial one. So the name of the company is partner.co. We are a global company. We're in over 50 countries around the world. We're not just some small startup company that's right over here in Florida or Alabama or Mississippi. We literally have infrastructure, shipping lanes, home offices all around the world. But more importantly, right now in 2024, we are a completely debt-free company, as over 5,000 companies this year alone are downsizing and closing their doors. We're debt-free. So that right there ought to be comforting enough, right? And not only that, but we are set on pace to do over 350 million in revenue. So this right here is a great foundation for our company. But here's what makes us really unique and different from any other company out there. Is that we're just partnered with doctors from all around the world. So all of our products that you're about to see are doctor created, but more importantly, they're backed by science. The one thing that all of these doctors have in common is a no compromise philosophy. But what does that really mean for you and I? What it means is that all of our products have 0 negative ingredients. Everything has a purpose. But more importantly, everything comes at clinical doses. They're just not fairy dusted with the ingredients like the products that we go buy off the shelf or that we order online. So I don't know about you, Brent, but for me, as a stay-at-home mom, not having any knowledge in this world, to have this backing our product quality is really important. I don't have to go learn all of this, right?
Oh, that's so true, Ashley. I can remember, when I started and my background was a high school football coach and a principal. I never, you know, when I first got started, I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to become a product expert now. And then I realized, no, you don't. You don't. You have all this backing from our company of people in our company that outsource these products all around the world, and they teach on them. Like they teach, they share with people about the benefits of using the products. So all I have to be is a connector of people, like plugging people in, because when you have high impact products that make a difference in somebody's life, like all you have to do is plug them into our scientific advisory board and let them see why our products create longevity in people's life.
That's right. And that's so comforting to know that that's what is backing our company. So we've got over 100 products, Brent. I think that's phenomenal.
Absolutely. And what was, is if you know our industry, actually our industry pays out like $4 billion a month in commissions to people like you and me. I didn't realize that when I got started, nor did I think I could even tap into it this big. But here's what I'll tell you, companies that have one product, they rise really fast, but they don't have anything on the back end. And so for us, the fact that we're taking these amazing skinny drops and we're moving so many on the front end, but we have such a big selection on the back end, causes us to have a company that's built to last. And for me, that's why I'm so excited after years of doing this industry. Have our hands on this company is truly amazing.
It really is. And so we can hit no matter what season of life someone's in, we've got something for that season because we've got 3 different liquid superfoods. We have a whole nutritional supplement line. We have athletic performance. We've got balance in hormones and weight loss. I mean, really, we can hit any part of wherever you're at or whatever you're wanting to achieve in your life from a health standpoint. We've got something for that. But the great thing, though, Brent, is that we're here to just talk about this one product, the Skinny Drops, Body Balancing Drops, Happy Drops, Magic Drops, Liquid Discipline. They got a lot of nicknames out there, right?
Ashley, what's so crazy about this is when we started repping this product, it's a catch-all. It's what I say when somebody talks to me about an issue they're having, I'm like, try these for a month. Like that really is my thing. It's like, try these for a month and tell me, because they're going to make you feel amazing. But when we started out, we're like, maybe we can get these into the hands of a couple of thousand people. Then it turned to tens of thousands. And then last year we went over 1 million people that we put these into the hands of. We've got stories that will blow your mind of the impact that these are doing. And there's no expiration of these. You can use them for the rest of your life. That's the beautiful thing. And then now we've changed our stance and said, we're going to put these into the hands of billions of people across the world. And so if you're watching tonight, you're in on the front end of this movement that has already been proven. We've already had over 1 million people benefiting from this product, but think about the growth that is yet to come and you can be a part of. It's unbelievable.
It really is. And it's really a great, simple product. It's about getting your body back balanced and back working for you instead of against you. And so, it's just 2 bottles that come in a box. You're going to put the first bottle, that's Slenderize. It's a blend of over 10 different homeopathic ingredients. You're going to put it underneath your tongue 3 times a day. And what it's going to do is going to help support your thyroid, whether it's high or low. It's going to help support your pancreas and line out those insulin levels. It's going to also help give you a detox in the body. And then the second bottle that you'll do 2 to 3 times a day, depending on your body, is it's got your rhodiola, your rosehip, your ashwagandha root. It's got your pure form of B12. So now we're increasing our energy naturally. You're not getting that race in your hands and the shakes or the heart flattering. So now you're also going to increase your metabolism. But more importantly, we're going to boost our mood. We're going to start feeling better, right? Mentally just feeling better. But we're also going to be able to line out your cortisol levels and get those lined out. So I think that by the moment we pick up our phones to the moment we put our phones down, we turn the TVs off, we're like in crisis mode all day long. So now when you start lining out your cortisol levels, lining out your insulin levels, now your body can start actually functioning the way your body was designed to function. So now we're about getting your body back balanced. And this is, listen, this is the best product in the world to get started with. We don't put you in a box. This isn't a weight loss. It's not a diet. We're not counting calories or carbs. We're not starving you. We just tell you to take the drops and then eat from this massive amount of food list here. This isn't some food list that somebody just sat down and just wrote out. I mean, this is the low glycemic approved food list. And then we tell you to take the drops. They only work if they get in your body. They don't work if they're sitting in the bottle, right? And so now you're getting your body back balanced. But here's what makes us really unique and different from any other company out there. Listen, if you want to just get balanced, hey, I'm all for you. I support that. But what if you want to take your body and optimize your body, like really just go to the next level and feel the best you could ever feel? Guess what? We got 100 other products that can help your body do that. This is just the start of getting you back on track and getting your life back. But now what it's really about is real people with real results. And so, Brent, I'm going to go ahead and let you start that off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it happened in my life, I mean, this is me. And I'll be honest, I saw that approved food list as a diet when I first saw the drops. And I don't know about you, but I've lived a life of the roller coaster. Put on weight, take it all, put it on, go to this diet, go to that diet. And then when someone shared with me, no, this is just eating real food off this list. And if you'll eat from it, it'll really create an impact with the drops, like synergy. And when I started doing that, Ashley, like I started watching the weight come off. And as you can see, 35 pounds down. But what I saw, I'm 49 years old. What I saw is as I was on the drops, my energy level, my brain fog in the morning, like things that we just naturally experience as the body ages started to trend the opposite way. So there was the weight loss was really just a side effect to all the other things that I was experiencing in my body. So now I tell men all the time, hey, we got hormones too. Just look at my before and after pictures. So you get your hormones in balance, good things happen. So yeah, it's been incredible.
I love that. And I think the most important thing you said there's so many more wins than just the number on the scale. And we take that for granted. We just accept life as it happens, the brain fog, the tiredness, and we start looking for those liquid fixes or the pill fixes, right? Instead of our own body, fixing our own body and letting it work the way it's supposed to. So then we've got like Mary Catherine here. Like, look at her transformation. And I mean, I love her transformation.
You know what's really cool, and I know you're going to share this, Ashley, in a minute, but anybody can do this. And so I'm not no social media warrior. I don't really know a whole lot. Matter of fact, when I was a principal, I didn't even have a social media. I didn't even have a Facebook account. But this posting twice a day, like I started this, and this lady, Mary Catherine, like just wanted to try the drops for a month, her and her mom, and they just started using it. And look at this picture, like you never know the impact, right? And so over 70 pounds Mary Catherine has lost. And she started as a customer. And here's what's so beautiful. Not only has her and her mother had an amazing transformation, and she's 70 pounds down. So you know what? That's exciting. But then she started working the business with us. And I mean, this lady has absolutely rivaled some people's full-time salary doing this on a part-time basis. And I share that with you to say this. There's no doubt the world's looking for things that could benefit their health. Mary Catherine was. She started just like anybody would, just on a box of drops. And she's been here with us now a year later, and the impact has been priceless, Ashley. So it's like, why wouldn't we share these to the world, you know?
Exactly. Like people are getting their life back. They forgot what it was like to feel good, right? We forgot what it was like to wake up and just feel good all day long. Now we've got people waking up, feeling good, coming out of that zombie state, that coma state that we just live in, just getting through the day, to now like thriving in their life with their health, and also thriving in their life with their finances. Look at Alan. Look at this transformation.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, for all the guys out there that's like, I don't know, this might be for my wife or my girlfriend. Like, no. We have hormones. And here's the beauty. Alan is a great friend of mine. Alan actually is an official too, and kind of an official for high school football. And like the pitcher on the left, he would suit up on Friday night. The pitcher on the right is about 6 months into him using the drops. And I always say, you know, one of the things in the drops is it attacks visceral fats. It attacks cortisol level. And Alan is a great example of that. It's like I almost seen him shrink from the inside out. Who don't want to do that, you know? And all of his blood work, the things that he was starting to go and get checked out, was all trending in a beautiful direction of being 50 plus years old. And now he's running up and down the field on Friday night, a much lighter version, with all the other officials going, what in the world are you doing? So it's been a beautiful, I think over 50 pounds, Ashley. Alan's had in his transformation, but countless things off of the scale has benefited Alan by being on these drops.
That's what this is about. And then look at Mary.
Oh my
Hit
goodness.
her goal after 1 year of 2 babies. We all know what it's like, what happens to our bodies after having babies, and then what she's been able to do. So I'll let you share.
Yeah, again, this came from a post of mine. Like, Mary reached out and just said, I've just had my baby, and I'm really struggling. And so at the end of the day, she got on the drops as a customer, just started using them. I'm like, try them for a month. And then it turned to 2, and it turned to 3. And to see her results a year later, to know that it was a post that she saw and she reached out to me. I didn't reach out to her. Like, she came to me. Mary and her husband Mary Wheeler live in Texas, and I live in Alabama. So they actually reached out to me, or she did, and said, I need some help. And so she got started on the drops. And so for me, it just blows my mind, these little drops in a bottle, how much impact they can make in a human's life.
Right. And it's everybody across the board. 2 bottles in a box can literally change somebody's life if they choose for it to be changed. This is Larry down in Miami. He's former military. Now he's SWAT, and his joint pain. Look at his transformation. Overwhelmed with stress, and now the drops have truly given him what he says is life back. He feels like exercising again, and the overwhelmed and feeling stressed is gone, and the joint pain. So you can just see, again, men have hormones too, right? We have so many hormones that is going on in our body, and 2 of the main hormones that really suppress our other hormones is our cortisol and our insulin. So when we start getting those lined out, it's amazing what happens with our bodies. This is Tanya. This is just picture is 12 days apart. I always say a picture's worth 1,000 words. And look right here. That picture says it all, right? So now that inflammation is gone. She's like, I didn't even know I had that. But beautiful. all the way around. And then we've got Brittany here who has PCOS. And I'll never forget the first day that I saw, we met her, Allison and Jerry introduced us, brought her to a meeting. She was like, you know, like everybody out there, tried it, every diet, tried it all, right? We've been on it all, tried it all, doctor prescribed. And so why would she think 2 bottles in a box is going to work for her or be any different than anything else out there she's tried? Well, guess what? They were. And something happened in her body that had never happened within a couple of days of being on the drops that wasn't doctor prescribed. And that's what got her attention. So now she's starting to, this is her journey, right? Everybody's health journey is different because everybody's body's different. So you're going to have all these different testimonials with one thing in common as a side effect: weight loss. Now, I don't know about you, but I would take that side effect any day of the week than what you find out there of everybody else's side effects, right? And then that's her beautiful mom, Selena, that's doing it with her. And then we've got Karen here. It's her before, again, a picture's worth 1,000 words. She'll tell you that her kids now have the mom they deserve, and her husband has the wife that he married back. And I just, like, when you start, I don't know about you, Brent, but when you start having people actually changing their life from a health standpoint and getting to be a part of that is like so rewarding. You're muted.
I feel the same way. It's like, you know, why wouldn't you share this? And what I love about the drops is they come with the pamphlet that tells you exactly how to use it. So I don't have to be a product expert. I don't have to know all the science. It literally tells all the customers the minute they get the box, everything comes with it they need to know to get and start their transformation.
Yeah, so we just showed real people with real results. And I'll end with Talia, who, you know, it wasn't about the number on the scale. It's about coming off medications, antidepressants out there, you know, anti-anxiety medications. You know, I think those are huge wins for women alone, being able to come off of that and getting their body back balanced. So now, Brent, let's switch gears. We've talked about one product out of the 100, but let's switch gears and now let's talk business, because that's really why everybody's here, right? So I don't know about you, but for $29.95 one time, that's phenomenal. You get a business. And what does that look like? You get a website, you get an online store that's global the second you turn it on. You're international. You get a back office that keeps track of everything for you, from your customers to your orders to, more importantly, your paychecks. You get a lot of digital tools for a one-time fee of $29.95.
Ashley, it's really crazy. And I had to tell people a lot of times, look, I know that it's just $29.95 one time forever, like you never pay that again. And it probably seems very hard to scale a business for $29. And then I think about $29 gives you access to up to 30% discount on impact products to put into your body that's going to create longevity in your life. Like, that is just blows my mind. But the fact that once you tap into this, we're in over 50 countries. We know that this whole preventative health movement is going on, not just in the US, but it's going on all around the world. And for $29.95 to literally put a global business in your hand, it's unheard of. But then again, that's why it's not going to be unheard of forever, because Partner Co's leading the way. The world's going to find out about what we got our hands on. And that's why we have the ability to capture the market share. And it's in your hands, or it's in your opportunity tonight for $29.95. It's incredible.
It really isn't. You know, as Fred opened, like, with the perfect storm, like, I know it's so cliche to say if you ever wanted to be in the right place at the right time, but that's truly kind of where you're sitting with our company. You're not kind of, you are, because we have such a global presence. We are debt-free, but yet nobody's heard of us. And yet we also, and at the end of the day, Brent, you can attest to this, you got real products that make that get real results with people, and your company, your business is only as good as your product gets results, right? And so because we get real results that make a difference in everybody's life, that's a business that gives you longevity.
Ashley, I say this all the time. I couldn't agree with you more. I'm like, I wake up every day so proud to be a part of Partner Co. because I know we are offering people products that make an impact and create longevity in their life. I can't think of a better position, a better job, a better profession to be in than to offer people an opportunity to create longevity in their life. And I feel like every day we wake up with that opportunity and it's right in our hands for $29. It's incredible.
It really is. So how to get started? You got your website. So our drops out there retail for $176. But here, we all know that buying in bulk gets you a better discount, right? Like I will drive, I haven't met a woman yet that won't drive at least 15, 20, 30 miles to save $10, right? When we know that sale's going on at that store, we're going to drive across town to save money. So we're going to show you how. So that we have 3 options to get started with. This is your first option. You know, you could just get started with a 4-pack. You could sell 3 and get your box for free if that's something that you want to do. And when you sell those 3, not only do you get your box free, but you also covers the cost of the $29.95. So now you have a free business.
Yeah, Ashley, this is a great option. This is one that we love to give people because, first of all, we all know people around us. Once you get on the drops, you're going to think about your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, that why would you take something that you're benefiting from and not share it with them when they're having problems too? And so many people that order this pack, like within 2 or 3 days are like, okay, I'm out. I need to reorder. I mean, it's crazy, especially with our system. It's crazy to see how fast this pack goes.
It really is. And I mean, for me, I had 3 or 4 girlfriends that we all have that same conversation. I have 0 energy. I'm not sleeping at night. Where's this brain fog coming from? And my old tricks of losing weight doesn't work anymore, right? And so I've got something, I'm starting on this journey, do it with me. I mean, we all have those in our life. That's what this 4-pack is for. Then that option 2, we have a 10-pack. For $8.79, you can use one and sell the other 9. Not only are you going to make your investment back, but you're going to profit over $500. I mean, it's almost actually $600 if you want to get right down to it. So I kind of shortchanged it a little bit. So it's actually like $600, but isn't that phenomenal as well? Like, who doesn't need right now at Christmas time coming up? Who doesn't need that extra $500 or $600 for Christmas?
Ashley, I tell people this all the time. It doesn't matter to us, but it's so funny when somebody's like, I don't know, and they'll order the 4-pack, and then 2 days later they're like, okay, I need to order that 10-pack. I mean, maybe if you can put it in the comments if that was you, because there will be a lot of people in the comments like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But the fact of the matter is, we have a system that will move those packs. So the fact of the matter, with ordering a 10-pack, you're going to get a better discounted rate on the boxes. So you've got more profitability. So you're going to profit, like Ashley said, right at $600. And you've also got more people to share with. So it's incredible which route you want to go there.
It really is. And then this is our last option, option 3. You could get started right away with a 30-pack. And that's $2,300. But not only are you going to make that $2,300 back, the most important thing here is that you're going to profit over $2,500. Like, that's Christmas on steroids, in my opinion, right? And so not only do you get that profit back, but you now start at top pay. And once you're there, you're locked for life. So I'll just say this. Everybody's goal is to just run 30 boxes through your business within the first 4 Fridays of starting your business. It's really that simple. So you could start fast or you can start slow. It's truly up to you. We don't care. But this is probably one of my favorite parts, Brent. because nobody ever thinks that they can do that, right? And you're a guy, but yet you've done it. And so the system that Brent keeps talking about is this. This is what we're about to share. It's like handing you a franchise for free, right? When you get handed, when somebody buys a business, a restaurant, and it's a franchise, I don't care what it is, they hand you, you get a training book, a manual, everything. We are handing that to you, but more importantly, we're locking arms with you. And it's really a very simple system, just an app that you're going to download. When you download this app, we're going to send you a link, and it's going to upload right into that app for you. And it's going to have all of your posts. So you can share what we just showed you one of two ways, or you can do both. It doesn't matter. One, you can share by word of mouth. Pick up the phone, call your girlfriends and say, I am starting a new journey. I am so sick and tired of just feeling sick and tired all the time. Y'all want to jump on board with me? Or two, you can start posting and sharing your journey on social media. Listen, people post and share their life every day, whether it's the kid's first day of school, whether it's their birthday, whether it's anniversary. Heck, some people share what they had for lunch today, right? So we're not changing anybody's habits that they're not already doing. They're already sharing their life on social media. Now we're just going to share their health journey, because listen, we're all looking and wanting something out there to help us feel better. But with the system, Brent, this is it. This is what you did, right?
Ashley, I did this. I'm all about simplicity. I just literally copied and paste. I mean, if you can hit the copy button and paste button, if you can literally hit a button from your phone, you've got a business in your hand. And I say this blows my mind. When you have a product like the Skinny Drops that are in demand around the world, the only other thing you need is a system to get the word out. And this system is what gets the word out to the masses, and they come to you, like they're coming to you to buy. So it's for $29. I don't know why in the world like anybody would pass up on this, because it literally is something an 8-year-old can do. And for me, I didn't have a lot of knowledge about social media. I didn't have like big followings or anything. I just simply was like, okay, I'm just going to put this to work, and I'm going to do it every day. And what I realized was my first month, I'm like, I just sold 30 boxes of drops. I just made over $2,500 of profit. And here's the thing, you don't even have to look at just me. Like if you've sold boxes of drops, maybe you can put it in the chats, like a number of boxes. Like Brittany, I know you have, like put it in the chat for the guests, like the number of boxes you've sold, like 300 boxes there. And that's what I started experiencing was like, and then I started bringing people on using the system. And in their first month, they were selling 30 boxes. And then I'm like, well, everybody needs to order a 30 pack because we're going to sell 30 boxes in a month. And people started making over $2,500 of profit, like in their first month. And I've been doing this industry for years now. That's unheard of. Like that
Right?
does not happen.
It doesn't.
And I go back to when you have a product the world's looking for and you have a system that gets the word out, then you don't have to be great. You just have to consistently work the system and let the system be great for you.
That's right. And Brent, you said it, like people are changing their lives, and that's that income that's going to come into your Venmo, your Cash App, your PayPal. Like this literally allows you to have the same selling power that a big box store has without having to have all the sticks and bricks that they have, but yet you can have all of that, like through your Venmo, your Cash App, and people, that's how they're going to pay you, right? And so now that's that income that turns around, and that's Christmas. That turns around and allows you to go to the grocery store and get what you want, not what you need. That allows you to be able to put 4 tires on your car with your debit card, not your credit card, right? And so this is the funnest part to me when I start seeing women and men going, oh my gosh, we can go out to eat. Oh my gosh. Like this is life-changing money for a lot of people. But here's like, it gets better. Like if you didn't think this is great, but let me tell you, we are so much more than just selling a box of drops, right? We're taking your drops and we're turning them into profits. So we are there it goes. My screen froze. So we're so much more than selling a box of drops because we're a real business. And this is what we do. We start now taking those customers, that organic growth, and now they're sharing their journey, and it's an online business, just people sharing their journey. And now your business is global. Like, can you even count how many countries you're in?
Ashley, it's crazy to look up and to think, holy smokes, I've got business in probably 20 of the 50 countries. And I thought about this image you got here is beautiful because I think about Mary Catherine. I just shared with you Mary Catherine. She's lost over 70 pounds. She started as a customer, one box of drops, but she's this lady right here. Mary Catherine is the lady at the top that then once she had a box of drops and she had a win on the product, I said, oh my goodness, you've got to become a member with me because you get a bigger discount on your next box. And then I showed her how to post. And today, Mary Catherine has branched out into that organization that you see there. She has now people under her that are growing and sharing on social and starting to expand the network into Canada and other places. And that is how that global online business, and to think back, Ashley, and go, wow, she got it all started for $29.95 one time.
And have you been to any of these countries? You're in Alabama, right?
I'm in Alabama and I can barely speak Alabama. So I can barely speak English. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But here's the thing. Yeah, I've, you know what? I had never, as a high school principal, football coach, my imagination didn't take me outside of my state, outside of the US, and then come here and years later look up and you've got business in 20 countries, some of the countries I've never even traveled in. That's the power of social media. That's the power of people's network. It's incredible the opportunity we got in our hand.
Literally, you have the business in the palm of your hands that can go global, and you can take it with you any and everywhere. It's really phenomenal. It's really a new way of doing business. So within our company, we get paid here 9 different ways. Like we only talked about one, and that's the retail profits. But we get paid here 9 different ways. And our company was actually voted the #1 compensation plan in the industry. You do not have to take my word for it. You can go look that up at Better Business Home. But to get paid, you must have what's called a subscribe and save. And that's like 100 points worth of product, $150. But here's the most important thing. That unlocks that weekly paycheck. That unlocks that 30% discount. There's no contract here. It can be changed up every month. But also, too, you can also get that product and turn around and retail it. There's a lot of options here. Just get back with the person that invited you. We can go over those options, right?
Ashley, absolutely. I have a lot of people that do the 2 boxes right there, and they will move one each month. And then pretty much their subscribe and save is free, right? And they get a 30% discount. They're commission eligible. I mean, they are locked into everything we have. It's such a beautiful, beautiful system we've got.
It really is. And then then you got free travel. So let me make sure we understand. We get to reclaim our health and feel better. We get to build in this extra stream of income. And then if you like to travel, right? Like who doesn't love to travel? And not only that, but be free. Like we take 2 free trips a year that you can qualify for to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic is one that's coming up. And then Bali. How about that? Like, am I even saying that right? Like this is phenomenal. Like that's a bucket list trip that you can win for free.
Again, Ashley, I never in my previous career ever really thought about traveling to all these exotic places around the world. And then I look up and last year I was in Tahiti and Tokyo, Japan, Milan, Italy. Like I look up and I realize today that when you think about health and nutrition, an area that will do probably close to $5 trillion around the world this year, it can take you all over the world if you start connecting people. And the fact that we've got a company that's willing to say, hey, for every customer you put in, for every brand partner you put in, for everything you do forever and always in our company, we're going to give you points as you do it. And then you can relinquish those points, kind of like credit cards do. We're going to let you relinquish those in to travel. And then you can travel the world with us. It's just unbelievable how many ways we're paid here and how many opportunities we've got. Again, I keep going back like a broken record, all for the price of $29.95. One time, you never have to pay it again. It's insane.
And at the end of the day, let's just close out and talk about how this industry has really changed your life and what you can actually do if you choose. I mean, some people might not want to change their life, but I can't imagine, like, knowing what you know now and the lives that you've impacted and changed. Like, so getting to be a part of somebody changing their life from a health standpoint is so rewarding. But then when you see them take that next step and change their life from a financial, like, that reward is something completely different. Like, it's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, Ashley, I even look back at my life, when I saw this industry, I was broke. I was pumping gas, wondering, okay, I've got this degree, I've got my master's, I'm working on my doctoral, and I don't even have enough money to pay for gas to get to work. Like, it's just, and then I got into the industry and started making additional income. And I'm like, oh, this is what diversity is. So along the way, I'm like, if Elon Musk can still be working, if Warren Buffett can still be making investments, it's probably okay for me to earn extra streams of income. And then I look today, as I look at these pictures, Ashley, and it just reminds me, I got an 18-year-old daughter that's in college right now. And this industry allowed me to say, go to the college for the experience, wherever you want to go. And the industry is paying for it. My son's 22 years old. The industry, this business paid for him to get a college education and to get that experience. But then to think about, to be able to put back for investments and to have rental properties and things that this industry has allowed over time to be debt free. Ashley, I know you and Todd have experienced it. My previous profession, all that I loved it, and it was so rewarding, I wouldn't take anything from it. It was not ever going to allow me these opportunities. And so it's just amazing what plugging into this model, plugging into these products in our system can create in a person's life. And I'm living proof of it.
Yeah. And so now you're actually able to live life instead of letting life lead you. And we get so caught up in our daily life routine that I think people just go through life being zombies and in this coma state, right? Always wishing and wanting and praying for something, but never actively out there looking for anything. And then when something does come, go, oh, no, not that, right? Nobody ever grows up to do this. You don't go take a class in college or get a degree in it, right? So, but that doesn't make this any less than anything else out there. What this does is allow the average person that can't go get a degree to actually give a level playing field to decide for themselves how much money they want to make next month instead of somebody deciding it for you. And that's where we were in life. I mean, we woke up every day and somebody decided how much we were worth, how broke it down by hour. If we were going to take a vacation, we had to go ask all for it. And did we have enough PTO days? Or are we going to be without pay for those days? So, this industry can allow you on a part-time basis to go change your family's life, invest in yourself, invest in your family, to get the future that you really want, right? That's all we are here to do.
Absolutely, Ashley. And along this journey, one of the things, and I challenge everybody on here that's watching this or watching the recording, Like when it comes to financial freedom, you've got to swim against the current. You got to go against the grain. You know, and all the people that have wealth, that's what they would tell you. Like if the rest of the world's saying don't do that, you might want to take a look at it. Okay. And this industry is one of those. If you talk to the rest of the world, they don't understand it. But you know what? That might be steering you in the direction you need to go. And for me, that's what I've learned along the way is the road less traveled is almost you need to take a serious look at that opportunity, right? Because there's a reason it's less traveled. This is a beautiful industry. It's a beautiful company. It's the right time. No one knows about us. You can be a pioneer of this company going from 300 million to over $1 billion. And risk versus reward, there's no risk here. You're going to help your health. You're going to create longevity, but the reward could be substantial. And we're living proof of that.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for coming on tonight. Just get back with the person that invited you. We look forward to locking arms with you and partnering up with you. Everybody out there, have a great rest of your night.
High estrogen levels. I'm probably
Thank y'all, everybody. It was a great call.
Women is
Thank
probably
you.
the biggest hormone disruptor immediately behind dairy.